This video is an introduction to the Polaris item record in Leap. First, let's look at a few ways we can access an item record in Leap. The easiest way to access an item record is by scanning an item barcode in the quick search box. You can also access an item record from a bibliographic record. In a bibliographic record, select the Local Items or All Items tab. This will give you a list of all the items associated with this bib record. Click on the item record you wish to view. The item record will open in a new workform. Now that we have a record open, let me take you on a tour of an item record. First, clicking the I information icon will display the item record properties, including the item record ID, a control number unique to this record. You can also locate the item's first available date here. This is the date the item first entered into circulation. The item header is static and will display no matter which tab you are viewing. The header contains important information such as the item barcode, call number, collection, shelf location, and more. Here, you will also be able to find the bib control number. The bib control number links back to the bibliographic record that the item belongs to. You can click this number at any time to open the bib record in a new workform. The header information can also be viewed and edited in the Details tab. Only users with editing permissions will be able to change this information. In addition to header info, such as call number and barcode, this is also where you can see how many renewals are allowed on this item and the item's hold settings. The Circulation tab contains information associated with the item's most recent transactions, such as when it was last transferred between libraries and when it was last checked in. You will also find links to the current borrower's patron record, if currently checked out, and the previous borrower's record. Blocks and notes will display any library blocks or staff notes that are associated with the item. Item blocks appear to staff in a pop-up when they both check the item in or check the item out. Notes will not appear at check-in or check-out. The History tab shows the item's transaction history, such as when it was checked out, checked in, put in transit, or the record fields modified. Up to 2 years of transaction history will appear in this tab, but it does not display any associated patron information. Statistics displays circulation and inventory data for the item. The circulation statistics tally up both checkouts and renewals on this item. The Record Sets tab lists any record sets that this item appears in. Record sets are a saved list of item records, bib records, or patron records created by library staff. They're used for things such as bulk record changes, sub-collection groupings for projects, and weeding. If able to access a record set, you can click on an entry to open and view the set. If the item is currently checked out, the Notices tab lists notices the current patron received for this item, such as reminder notices or overdue notices. The tab will display a date timestamp of when each notice was issued. This data is reset once the item is checked in. Finally, the Source and Donor tab shows information related to the acquisition of this item. Now let's look at the options on the top right of the record. If editing an item record, click Save to save any changes. The Actions drop-down menu includes item-specific functions, such as checking the item in, placing an item level hold, and adding the item to a record set. Links will give you access to related Leap workforms, such as the bib level holds queue for this title. If editing the item record, the refresh button will refresh the record and display any changes just made. Finally, clicking Close will close the item record and return you to the last open work form you were using. If you access the record from the Find tool, the Results button will take you back to the Find tool results list. Thanks for taking this tour of the Polaris item record. If you have any questions about item records, please email help@ccslib.org.